Hey guys, before we kick off this episode, I just wanted to let you know we have launched our USA College Masterclass. This masterclass helps a lot of athletes go through the entire college process and they don't have to use an agency. So make sure you use our discount code, which is in the link in description, so you can get 1,000 New Zealand dollars off the actual price. This is for a limited time only, so make sure you do capitalize on this so you can get access to this awesome masterclass. 74 videos, 4 hours worth of content, everything I've learned in 8.5 years. I am literally teaching you for a fraction of the price that we charge student athletes. So get into it, get recruited, and start your college process. Welcome everyone to another episode of the Platform Podcast. This is actually the first podcast that we've done in our new office, bro. Thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate you being here. I've got my boy Harjot Singh. He is a student athlete of Platform Sports and he is back from America. He's leaving to head from New Zealand to America to start his second year at college in 2 days' time. Yeah, so bro, you must be feeling pretty excited about that.
Super stoked, man.
Yeah, it's going to be sick, man. And you are a men's soccer player at North Carolina Wesleyan College, NCAA D3. And this talk today, we're going to be diving in about what it was like for you in your first year at college. And also, I would love to talk a little bit more about this awesome project that you've been cooking up with this little business thing that you've been cooking up at campus, bro. I want to tell people about that one. So first of all, before we get into it, tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, your upbringing, where you went to school. I think a lot of people are really interested in that.
Yeah, bro. So, I mean, I think I've been stupid lucky. School has been great for me. I went, we moved around a fair bit. So, I've been in Australia and New Zealand. Nice. And then I was able to go mission nights from year 7 to year 10. Yeah. Great experience, bro. Just had so much support from teachers, great mentors. I still talk to those teachers. Yep. And then I got a scholarship to St. Kitts. Bro, nice. That was unreal. Going in year 8, we would play our Southeastern Zone tournaments at St. Kitts, and you'd be like, man, I wish I could be here one day.
Yeah, because so what school were you at before St. Kitts?
Mission Heights Junior College.
Okay, all right. So you would go from Mission Heights to St. Kitts and play football there or soccer there, and then you'd be like, damn, this is a sick school.
You look around and the facilities is like, wow, and everyone knew, when you walked in, St. Kitts, it has that aura about it. So,
oh, man.
And when you're young as well, it's like,
yeah, it's pretty nice. I mean, I remember when Chris Zorachich was the head coach there, I went and met him for a coffee, and he's like, come check out our new gym that we built. And it was state-of-the-art gym. You guys were treated well.
Bro. Yeah. That was the best gym I had seen, so I just go gym there. And I was really lucky. Did 3 years at St. Kitts, and honestly, you hear the stigma and stereotype, it's not going to be nice, people are going to be hostile. Man, people were welcoming, bro. It was unbelievable. And then I got so much love, and then I got a head prefect role as well in my final year. And then after that, it was just what's the next challenge, what is going to push me outside my comfort zone? Because, that jump there. And then, because you're always looking to improve. And so,
here we are.
You?
Yeah,
heard about you guys. And Brian Shaddy, the football coach, was like, hey, because I told him I want to go to US. And he was like, I know the right guy. Yeah. And then I hit you up, bro. And I think it was great to meet you because Dad met you and I was there.
That's right.
It was just so welcoming. And I realized, not trying to dig at anyone, but I also knew about and that was commercial model. I came in and met you and it was like, okay, this is
I appreciate that.
Family based, because mum and dad also had family business. So appreciate the community side of things. Yeah, man. So just from there, it's let's see what we can do. Yeah,
I mean, and also from our perspective, man, we don't work with everyone. We have actually turned down clients before. And when I met you and your dad, I was like, wow, this is a young man that would do anything for his family, and he's going to go over there and play for something a little bit bigger than himself. So, and you've done really well. I mean, tell us about North Carolina Wesleyan, coming from Auckland, right, going to St. Kitts, and then leaving your family, heading to North Carolina. What was it like for you?
I mean, obviously before, the stigma, right? I thought D1. I remember talking to you and you're let's look at other avenues,
There's more to college than just Division 1. Yeah.
And I looked at some of my friends who were going over and okay, they did get D1 scholarships, but they were a D1 scholarship player. I don't really want to have, I don't want to go there. Yeah. So then as we talk, we want a good community-based school, have a good environment, good atmosphere. Yeah. So I spoke to a lot of different schools and there were quite a few options, real super stoked. And then NC Wesleyan, I thought let's do it. I spoke with the coach and I didn't really know exactly what I was getting myself into. You can do your research, but It's only when you go over there you experience it.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, right? Because you ask a list of questions like we prepared you for that meeting, right? And it told you what to say, and you went and did a really good interview because, you know, coach called me right afterwards and goes, what a young man. What an incredible young man. And he wanted you to come to his program. And it's a different setup. There's more at Division 3. You get a lot more soccer players than you would at a Division 1 and a Division 2 school. So it's a bit more competitive. But, I mean, when you got there, it didn't surprise me that coach made you a leader in the team as a freshman. Like, that was pretty epic. I mean, what was it like? You arrive at campus, and what was your first initial thought?
I was super stoked, bro, because I was on like a bit of a buzz. Because
the adrenaline was kicking in.
I had just spoken at the Business Hall of Fame Awards.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I wanted that. That was so impressive, bro. I saw your speech. It was incredible.
I met Graham Hart.
Yeah.
Met like Stephen Adams, bro. And I was on a buzz. I'm like, man, I tell you what, these guys were so down to earth, man. Like, just talking to their families and being able to interact with these like idols, bro. Like these are my idols growing up, right? And so I was already on a buzz, and I got to campus like motivated, and like everyone had wished me wow. So I was like, you know, I got this. Yeah. And people like I wasn't sure what to expect, and everyone was so welcoming. You know, I feel like you're all in the same boat. Like you got so many people coming into freshman year of college, and then the seniors were also so welcoming. Like it's a competitive environment when we're on the field. Yeah. But outside the field, everyone was so welcoming, and everyone loves the fact you're a Kiwi, bro. Everyone loves that accent. Like, you know, they want to know more. So when I got on campus, bro, I met the coach. Yeah. And I was straight into it because I was already late. Yeah. So we did our fitness testing and straight into training. And the next few days, we had like preseason friendlies lined up. So the transition was really smooth. Like the coach was there to make sure we had everything. The international department was there to make sure we had everything. It was just, man, it was so wholesome, like the whole process. The boys as well, bro, like you make those bonds real quick. Yeah.
Did you talk to the boys at all? Like, did you hit them up on Insta or like Facebook and connected with them prior to it, or was it just straight in like cold turkey?
Like we had teams.
Right? Yeah.
But that was just like more like the coach speaking. Like I had done my introduction, like, hey guys, I'm Harjot from New Zealand. But no, it was cold turkey, bro, straight into it. And like I only did one training and then went straight into a preseason friendly, bro. And I think what helped me establish myself as a leader was just that first preseason friendly, bro. I was like, I'm not really going to care. Like, you know, I'm going to command the ball. Yeah. And it's not like shitting on anyone, you know. It's like encouraging. Like, I had a cricket coach once, bro, and he was like, you know, you'd rather like if someone makes a mistake, be like, hey, next one, get your head back in the game, as opposed to, oh my God, you're so bad. Like, you know? It makes a world of a difference. Yeah. And I think just like that positive reinforcement and like being vocal from the get-go just helped me establish myself as a leader. Yeah, look, you face some challenges. I remember talking to you on the phone, like we like talking to our clients when they're over there, and there's two teams that they have, and you know, after you arrive at campus and you've done all your trainings, you know, you get named as the captain of the second team. Yeah. And obviously your mind is on the first team. How did you deal with that? Because there's a lot of athletes that go there, bro, and it happens more than what you think. Like so many golf players go to America or tennis players go to America and they're in good form. In New Zealand or Australia, wherever they're coming from around the world, they arrive in college and then their expectation doesn't match up with what actually happens and they get really disheartened by it. How did you deal with that? Bro, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to act like, you know, I had it all under control. Like literally, so this happens.
You're a human, brother. You're a human, bro. It's all good.
I had the thought, I was like, man, I went from playing like, you know, playing in the Northern League and like we're having a great run. Like I had like great coaches. The standard was so much higher, and even the worst thing was like the boys would come up to me and be like, "How are you not on the first team?" You know, like I saw kids who were like, perhaps on the same level, or I was a little bit better, being given the opportunity. And then I went to Mark, and he was like, "Hey, like you know, like you play a different role in the team." And then it was about taking a step back and realizing, okay, like the coach has better intentions. Like he wants to give me game time.
Yeah, sure.
So I started every game. Played like almost every game, full minutes. And that also allowed me to develop as a leader. So going into this year, I'm really excited because like just that, although it was only 3 months or like 2 months of playing, just training every day in a competitive environment, playing every game and like having such a good connection with the coach, even though I was in the development team, bro, I grew so much. Yeah. And then I took a step back and realized, it's all about the growth and development. And talking to you, you know, you put it into perspective, like it's a 4-year plan.
It is a 4-year plan, man. Like so many people pay money to go to a college and just sit on the bench. Like, at least you got an opportunity to play, compete, to develop and grow. Yeah. And, you know, with things, Coach Mark could leave, things can change in the college, but you need to position yourself that if anything does happen, you're in an opportunity to protect yourself. Like, if Mark leaves and a new coach comes in and you don't like that new coach, you've got a lot of minutes now to use to then maybe go to another program if that's what you want to do. And so you got to set yourself up for success. A lot of people, what they do is they go to college and they go to these college programs, and sometimes they say, I don't care that I'm not playing. I just want to go to the school because it's got really fancy facilities. Yeah. But when they get there, I always get a phone call saying, what can I do here? And I said, well, we told you, man, you're gonna. And then if you transfer without any playing time, that's where the challenge happens. So that's good though. You've battled through it, and going to college and not getting in the first team is always going to be disheartening. Yeah. But it's how you move forward, and you can just play your next best move. And you did that really well. You did it by the textbook. So well done to you.
No, I appreciate that.
And tell us about the academic side of things, because you're not a normal student over there, are you?
Oh, no. I think
Don't be humble,
I've been very lucky. I've been very lucky.
Don't be humble.
Opportunities, bro, again. I've had so many different opportunities in life, so many great mentors like yourself. I've been able to bounce off people. Yeah. So, I was able to go into American, man, the academics first year, bro. I hate to say it, but
yeah,
it's quite easy.
Yeah, you smashed it.
As long as you focus in class. Yeah. And you do your work.
Yeah.
I don't see any reason.
What was your GPA, if you don't mind me asking?
I was pretty lucky. Got a 4, but that's
I knew that. I just wanted him to say it.
Yeah, it was just, you do your work in class, and then I was really lucky because I'm a senior. Yeah. And, he was an intriguing guy, bro. So I'm out here, I'm more hustle. And he's like, nah, spiritual, ground yourself. And I've got that in my arsenal, but it's not the foremost.
Bro, we're Punjabis, man. Our parents are spiritual.
Yo, you got that one, bro. Yeah. So it's just how it is. And then he, bro, out of nowhere, he shared his story. Yeah. So he's from Germany, bro. Yeah. And he was he injured his back. And then when he injured his back, his dream of becoming a good tennis player went out the window, obviously, because it was a real bad injury. Yeah. And then that was his first week in America as well. Yeah. So then he had to, reassess. And of course, he went through a dark phase and whatnot. But then he found passion, public speaking, leadership and service. Cool. And we've had a similar, I hurt my back. We went to St. Kitts, right? Yeah. Dream high school. Super stoked. The whole summer, bro. I'm training twice a day, no days off.
I remember that. Yeah.
Absolutely grinding, bro. Third week of school, I ruptured my disc in my back, bro. So I was out for year 11 and year 12. I didn't play any footy there.
That's right, because we were trying to get minutes. We were trying to get video footage on you competing, but we didn't have any. And I was calling Brian, the coach at St. Kitts, being like, bro, please just put him in. And let's get some minutes on him so we can send it to coaches.
So that was tough, but you just battle through it. And I think that taught me so much. So our stories kind of connected. And he was like, bro, I'm walking out the cafeteria one day and he's like, Hardy, I've got an idea. And I'm like, yeah, go on. And he's like, bro, we should do a course about mindset. And I'm like, bro, let's be realistic. I'm not no Tony Robbins, bro. Come on, I'm just Harjot from New Zealand, bro. And you're Germany, you're a German. Come on, man, it's just not gonna work out, But we gave it a shot. We were like, hey, let's see where this goes, Yeah. Every day in the library,
So what is it?
So what we've built is just a journal, bro.
Yeah.
We call it the
Hang on, I've got it up here. I'm going to slide it over so people that are watching this can take a look. Right, so tell me about this journal. I want to know.
Yeah, bro. So we've called it the Inner Journey Journal, right?
Yeah.
So it was kind of built off our experiences and what we've learned. And we've realized, man, mental health, it's huge, bro. Even for me going through life, it's mental health and being mentally resilient has been the key. And, talking to our peers, a lot of people just haven't been exposed to the strategies or the skills they need to navigate, I guess, the roller coaster of life, right? Yeah. You have your ups and downs. So we thought, how can we create something that's going to give most value to college students was our focus. Yeah. But then we realized, man, this isn't just college students. It's everyone, bro. Yeah. So we basically built a journal, bro.
Yeah, cool.
I think with journaling, the biggest thing is it gives you a chance to reflect and build. You can build for tomorrow and reflect on today.
Bro, so true. Wait, you're giving me goosebumps, man.
So we called it the Inner Journey Journal because we want you to go inside yourself. Yeah. As opposed to, focusing on the external world.
True.
even for success, bro, like we're not shying away from topics like adversity, failure, and success, but we want you to define your version of success, you know? Like for me, my version of success would be so different to your version of success.
True.
And we want this to be based on you.
Yeah.
So it's your journal and you're building your hero.
So look, we've got it up here on the screen. So walk us through it. So how many pages is this journal here?
So obviously this is just the introductory stuff.
So this is your partner here?
Yeah, it's Gregor.
Nice. And so he was a tennis player?
Yeah, bro. He's tall as well, bro.
Yeah, I just want to give Jake shout out for men's tennis. My boy, Kiwi,
yeah.
men's tennis coach at North Carolina Wesleyan. Great guy. But so this is the guy that you went to business with. Is this a photo that you guys took on campus?
Yeah, bro. Literally in front of our
Ooh.
beautiful campus, bro. Waterfall, got in front.
Right.
Oh, and shout out to so Gregor, his girlfriend, Delphina, and her sister, Candela. Bro, so they're like, we're the brains behind this, but they're the design behind this, bro.
Bro,
like,
it looks nice.
I can't take credit for it. Even the Photoshop and everything, bro. Like, they've done everything.
What do you reckon, producer Stefan? Does it look pretty good? You happy with it? You get the thumbs up from our content manager. So
so and they've done a great job, bro.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't have done it without them because us trying to do this, bro, it would have taken a whole year. They did it in like 2 weeks, bro.
Wow.
So they've killed it, and
That's cool, man.
Had a whole team behind this.
Yeah. So walk us through it. So this is the first page.
So yeah, I mean, the start was a story, you know, just to make sure the students connect.
Yeah.
Like we want to make sure everyone's on the same page, and this is it, bro. Like every day has a different topic.
Cool. And it's done in different segments. So the first one is self-reflection, and then the next one is energy sources, right?
Yeah.
So walk us through some of the things here that you sort of touch on for
Yeah,
people
bro.
that are listening to this that might not be watching this at home.
For sure. So like self-reflection, I think has to be the starting point, right? You have to look back and identify patterns, or just identify traits about yourself, you know, get to know yourself, like your strengths, your weaknesses. So like, for example, day one hero, right?
Yeah.
It's just about understanding what your ideal version would want to be, right?
Yeah, sure.
And then like reflecting on your environment, day three, you're a product of your environment.
100%, bro.
So you look around like, you know, just small things. Is your room tidy? Is that why like you're constantly in a frantic rush? Like your friends, are they supporting you? And we're not trying to be cutthroat and be like, hey, get away from all your friends.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, it's a slow transition into everything. And like, as you go through, like you're identifying your beliefs, your superpowers, bro. Everyone needs to know their strengths. Position yourself to like, you use your strengths so that you can succeed as a person. And
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people do stuff subconsciously, but just as you become aware, you're able to tap into those strengths and weaknesses a bit better. And like, you know, and then obviously you go through so much work, and then on day 17, you have to stop for a pit stop.
Yeah.
You know, it's a reflection within a self-reflection. Like, what have you actually learned over the last 17 days? And because you're coming into a book every day, taking 10 minutes or so for yourself. So what are you going to learn? And then trying to sum it up. And so, yeah, like you just keep building, bro. And then the next Yeah,
module
bro.
2?
So you could literally say modules like module.
Module 2. And what's that more about? Like, how's it different to the first one?
Yeah, so energy sources are now like starting to build your hero. Okay. So like the metaphor about this is like building your hero, right? So first you've like identified who you are and who you want your hero to be. So now energy sources is understanding what drives your hero.
I understand.
So like, what is your coffee? So basically, what is your coffee is like, what motivates you? What gets you up in the morning, you know? What sort of situations excite you? Yeah. And it's like, so for example, for an athlete, right? I want to know what my coffee is, so I can get that level of excitement just before a game, so I can get into the right frame of mind.
Love that.
And then,
love that.
Again, your environment. So how are you going to change your environment to position yourself to use your energy sources in the best way possible?
Bro, that's so true. And you know how you said like you're a product of your environment? I literally was talking to my cousin Sanjay last night about it, who is doing extremely well for himself in Sydney. And he said that as well. He was like, you know, you got to surround yourself with people that are very like-minded, because it gets you excited about the day, as opposed to people that don't have the right goals as you. It's really, really hard. It's really hard.
It makes a huge difference, bro. Like I noticed it going from America. Like I don't mean to be cocky or anything, but in New Zealand I was starting to go to sleep, bro. I was literally feeling it, bro. Yeah. I went into America, bang. I'm snapped straight out of it, bro. And then like, you know, you're competing every day. And it's like opened my eyes to a whole new world, bro. And I'm talking to my parents about it, and my parents were like, you know, you've come back and you've got like a fizz, you know, like you've got to bounce to your step.
That's so sick.
It's so sick. I think just going out and exploring different things in life. Yeah. And then again, like being surrounded by like Gregor and like Coach Mark, bro. And the best thing is when I'm going over next semester, we've got a flat. So I'll be with Gregor all the time, like,
oh, good.
and just surrounding myself with some great people.
Yeah.
And just opening yourself to
That's
the world of
mean,
opportunity.
bro. And so the next one here, like, just to skim through these over here. So you got gratitude, adversity, success. So how many days is this book that you're going to be giving, or this journal you're going to be, selling to people?
Yeah.
And are they meant to nail it every single day, or can they miss a couple of days? Like, how does it work?
So yeah, it's a 6-week journal, bro. So ideally, it's every day.
Okay.
You want to build that habit. But again, like, we're all human, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You mess up.
Life
and, like,
happens.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
myself, bro. I sometimes, miss a
Yeah.
day or two, and
Yeah.
so yeah, the goal is to do it every day. But if you miss a day, you just come back to it the next day, and
Yeah,
you don't
cool.
have to catch up, bro. There's no pressure. Like, it's a 6-week journal,
Yeah.
but you can do it in 7 or 8. And yeah, it's gratitude, adversity, and success, bro. Like, I think you have to finish it off with those topics, because gratitude, like, ground yourself, and it's like operating from a higher power kind of thing, like
Yeah.
higher frequency. Yeah,
That's cool, man. I mean, look, I had a good read through all of these before this podcast today. Number 34, I was wondering why you put that in capital letters. I hate suffering. What's that about?
Yeah, because I mean, the common notion, bro, like, you get thrown into the deep end and people are like, oh man, I hate it. Like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And same thing, like, like when I went over to NC Wesleyan, I was like, man, screw this. I could have been like, screw this, right? Thrown into the deep end. But if you just reframe it, bro, like, the reason it's in bold is because that's like the first subconscious response. I hate suffering.
Yeah.
But if we can try and frame that around to, like, take a step back and let's see what's happening, often things aren't as bad as they appear to be, right?
Instead of saying, like, oh man, like, I don't get to play in the first team, you rephrase it saying, I get an opportunity to captain the second team.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
also, like, at the same time being real, bro. Like, okay, I'm in the second team. Now, what can I do to get to the first team? It's about, we're not trying to be overly optimistic and positive, like, think the world's all sunshine and rainbows, but also being grounded in reality. Like, for example, cold bath, bro.
Yeah.
I bloody hate it, bro. I hate it, bro. But hey, it's good for you.
Yeah.
So enjoy it. Like, go in and embrace it,
Yeah.
and let that grow you as a person. So yeah, just enjoying the situation.
That's so
bro.
cool, man. And so, and that's the start of the booklet there, self-reflection.
That's it, bro.
Yeah, man. And then so this is what the pages look like. Lovely. And does this come as an ebook?
Yeah.
or-
So this is the ebook, bro. That's why you've got, like, these boxes.
Okay,
So you can type into the
in there.
ebooks. But
Sweet.
obviously, like, I'm a person of a book, so I love that physical side of things.
Yeah, man, 100%. This looks so cool. And so with this journal that you've done, bro, what is the business model? That's what I want to know, because you're a businessman, business chamber, giving speeches in front of Graham Hart, goes to college, makes a business plan to sell these journals. What is the goal for you?
I mean, yeah. So the goal is obviously to get this out to as many students as possible, right?
Okay.
And it's like almost perfect in US, because colleges love to brand things.
Yeah.
So what we're basically doing is we're going to give this journal out to colleges and institutions, even businesses, and let them brand it, put their branding on it, and kind of let them also tweak it a little bit. Like, have a resource page where students can go in and find resources within the school that help their mental health or just physical health, and get it out to as many schools as possible.
Cool.
So at the moment, so in January, we piloted it in our school.
Yeah.
We put their branding on it. Went really well. Our school's on board. So they've ordered books for every freshman coming in this year, this semester. And we've got 3 other schools that have hopped on board.
That is incredible, bro.
And
That is so
bro,
good.
it's crazy
Well done.
because the traction has been unreal. Like,
Yeah.
kudos to Gregor, because unfortunately I wasn't there for a large proportion of the year.
Yeah.
And he went around all of US to different Rotary conferences. We've got Rotary organizations. Like,
We've got
clubs.
the Rotary organizations. Wow.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
amazing.
So we actually had one Rotary organization order like 300 books. Bro, it's crazy. So
Do your parents know about this? That you're doing this?
somewhat, like, I kind of I tell my parents, but it was also like, I keep it on the low. Like,
Yeah, you're that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Well, once they listen to this podcast, I bet you they'll be very proud of you, mate, because that's incredible. Because most students just go to college and be at college, just play, study, socialize. But you're the guy that's like, I always knew you're the kind of guy that there was an itch that you can't scratch, and it was always like, what else is out there for me to do?
I appreciate
And
that.
this is such a great thing to do, because you know what's going to happen. Your CV as a person, like, going through college, is you're building that so nicely. And when you graduate in 4 years' time, I know you've got ambitions to go on and do your postgraduate study, and like MBA and that sort of thing. But you know, you're going to tell them future employers about this. Yeah. It's just incredible, man.
And I mean, like, I talk to Gregor all the time, and like, we've got a big vision for this. Like, we think it can go quite far. Like, we've just started, instead of just doing skills now, we've opened it up to individuals, bro, because we had so many people coming up to us and like, hey, we want to get this. We want to get our hands on this. And so now we're doing worldwide shipping. Like, now we've got
That's incredible.
our
Awesome.
website set up and everything. And like, it took a long time to get everything set up, but now we're in a position where like, we're happy to go forward. And so yeah, really excited for the journey ahead, bro.
That's
really
amazing,
excited.
bro. And look, like, I mean, as I've just recently announced, actually yesterday, we're launching this like online masterclass, right? And part of the masterclass that we're launching, they also get access to this platform community. It's something that I've always wanted to do. Yeah. And, you know, we've had the opportunity to work with so many amazing people. And we wanted to create this one community where all platform clients and parents and career advisors at high school and principals that we work with all get access to exclusive information. I'm going to put a link to your website on this community page. And what do people have to do if they want to buy this from your website?
Oh, it's easy, bro. So we just go on the link. Yeah. Our story's there, everything's there, and then there's a cart. You know, there's a shop button. You press shop. You see if you want the e-version or if you want the book. Yeah. And we get it out to you as soon as we can.
Let's go. I think that this is a massive thing for all athletes going to college. I think that if there's athletes that are even in year 11 or year 12 in school or grade 11 or grade 12 in Australia, this would be massive for them because mental health is such an important thing for everyone. Yeah. Especially for a lot of athletes going to college because it is a lot of pressure. Your emotions are going to go up and down constantly. You're going to have super highs. You're going to have very lows in college. And that's the biggest thing. Like, that's why I started Platform Sports, because I just got sick of agencies telling athletes that college is a walk in the park. It's amazing. It's this. And whilst college is great, it is very tough. Yeah. It is very tough. And, you know, you got to be real here. And this tool can definitely, if it can streamline the process and make sure that their mental health is at an all-time high, I'm all for it, bro. So this is amazing. I'm so proud of you, dude, for doing this. This is absolutely epic. And hopefully this time next year when you come back to New Zealand again and you've chalked up year 2 in college, you can tell me on how many millions of copies you've sold and maybe take me for a ride in your Lamborghini, mate.
Coming soon, eh? Coming soon, bro.
How good, brother. What's some advice, just to wrap up this podcast, what's some advice you can give student athletes that are not sure about going to college after you being in that position? What's some advice you can give them?
Bro, just go with it. Like, honestly, like, I tell my cousins, they're like 6 and 7, man. Like, 6 and 7, like, dream to play professional football. And I'm like, guys, like, and I'm even telling all my friends' parents, everyone, like, going overseas, leaving home, and being in an uncomfortable environment, or not uncomfortable environment, but a new environment, is the best, like, undoubtedly the best way to grow. There's no other way to do it. Like, honestly, my sister as well, now looking at me, is like, yeah, I'm going overseas. Yeah. Just because you learn so much, bro. Like, you meet people from France, from Italy, Germany. Like, bro, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, and you get pushed out of your comfort zone, right? I mean, we've got a client who just came back from the US to visit his family, and he was quite a quiet person going through high school. I couldn't even recognize him when he came back. I was like, who is this guy? Like, he came there, gave me a hug, like, big smile on his face, telling me about how many friends he made and what's his goals for this coming semester. It was just epic, bro. So, and
because everyone's in the same boat, bro. When everyone goes first year, everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's looking to make friends. Everyone's looking to grow as a person and grows in academics. So it's easy in terms of going over there. You just got to take the first step, bro.
That's cool, man. Well, look, I'm stoked about this booklet. I think it's going to do well. If you guys are really interested in purchasing this booklet, it's going to be in our community page. So if you're part of our community page, you'll see a link there to Harjot's website. Definitely purchase it. I reckon this is a really important tool. We're not going to make anything on this. Just going to make that very clear. I want you to do well, bro. So whatever you pay, that's going directly to the boys to help grow their awesome brand. So well done, brother. I appreciate you coming in and having a chat. And best of luck, bro. 2 days time. You're off. Year 2, baby. Let's go.
Appreciate it.
And thank you for joining the Platform Podcast. Until next time, we'll see you then. Easy.
See you guys.
Woo!